In this video, I'm going to be going over Goldbach levels, what they are, and how you can use them in your trading. This is one of the most underground, gate-kept, and secret concepts in all of trading, and is also rumored to be ICT enigma. Because of this, as I've said in previous long-form videos, I am only going to ever make one video on this ever, and it's going to be this one you're watching right now. So the true degens who go through every single one of my short-form videos will find this video at some point. I just made a video on the 2022 model, and if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend watching that video first because that is going to be essential if you're going to understand this video. But essentially, if I was to simplify this down into just about a sentence, it's essentially going to tell you where the 2022 model has a really high probability to form. And specifically, it will tell you exactly where the fair value gap for the 2022 model should form as well. It sounds insane, but guys, I've watched this happen in the market so many times over and over again, and I cannot deny that these levels are higher probability areas for the 2022 fair value gap to form. Okay, so now let's talk about these levels a little bit more. If you want the full scoop on everything about these levels, I highly recommend buying Hoppy Lopika's book and also checking out this YouTuber called Aircam. He talks all about these levels and makes really great videos on them. But like I said earlier, simplified down to the simplest way I can explain it, it is simply mathematically defined dealing ranges that are higher probability for the 2022 model to form within. So in order to get these levels on your chart, you're going to need to get this indicator right here. It's going to show on the screen exactly what it's called. And essentially, you're going to see a whole bunch of lines on your screen. The red lines on the bottom and the top are where the low of a market maker model should form and the high of a market maker model should form respectively. The outside yellow lines are higher probability areas for us to sweep liquidity into. And then the fair value gap zone is a higher probability area for the fair value gap to form. So anyway, it's important to change this number to determine the size of the model that you want to look at. Obviously, the higher the number, the bigger the model. And then as well, I highly recommend turning on this 1/2 button. Essentially, it's going to shift the dealing range 1/2 at a time, and I've noticed that that is more helpful than having it shift one at a time.